She wakes up like any other day, preparing for what is soon to come. And she asks herself if it's really worth it. And she's surrounded by unattainable goals. And she finds no rest. Only more of the same, more of the pain. With only a mouse and a keyboard, or thumbs and a small screen, her tormentors have shattered her soul.
Stop!
And like millions of others, she is tormented by bullies who never touch her, who never look at her, who never even speak to her. It is through text, Facebook, and other forms of social media that these unseen bullies are able to shatter their victims' self-esteem. And for those who think it doesn't happen, follow us as we uncover how little protection computer screens actually offer.
So hi, I'm Hope Alexander. I thought I would just film myself talking about the incident that happened last night. Last night, my friend Sierra Bish got brutally bullied by a group on Facebook page that has done this to many other girls, but now they've taken it down because now they've gotten attention. And so I just wanted to show to everybody how it affects the individual, how it affects the person that cyberbullied, and how it affects their friends and and the whole community. I really hope you understand how cyberbullying is wrong and that you should never do it, and that no one, and if you see it, you should report it. Okay.
Where is Barnes?
I don't know.
Most of the year, and I see people I've never seen before every time I go to the same building.
But
I know one of the people that posted it, and they're all like hoity-toity happy.
Yeah, this is my friend Amber. This was the first post that they made.
So here's our first ratchet. This is, and she is one of the Clackamas ratchets. She is one of the biggest hoes in the world. She feels that she lies about everything to try and get sympathy. Everything that has come out of her mouth is complete BS. She hardly ever takes a shower and smells like, even when she does. She's one of the biggest in the Clackamas, Portland area. So if you're into strangers and don't care what type of disease you get, hit this girl up and you're guaranteed to get laid.
And then
That was only the
Is
first
that the actual
couple.
page?
yeah, that's off of the actual page. And then when I said that they weren't telling us who they were because they were scared that something was going to happen, she posted this.
Oh, like you
So
commented
this
on
is
it?
the girl that is posting these things?
This is one of the girls. She said that there was multiple of them.
So to everyone who thought I was too scared and too much of a, here's me, bring it. My name is you blank blank. You're all ratchet blanks. Okay, I can read enough. She has a colorful decider of language.
It might not even be her. Like she might just take a picture from somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like I was talking to some people
does sound like
after
something
she
from a
made one
movie.
about me, and we were like, this is like something that you would see on like Mean Girls, something that you wouldn't expect to happen, but it would happen. And when Katie gets here, she
can't be here today. She's in IB testing.
Well,
And I saw her. She sent them to me, which we have now forwarded to the IT director for the North Clackamas School District. Clackamas High School is now involved, including the principal as well as the person in charge of the campus behavior. So this apparently sometime yesterday, or it could have been earlier, there was a group that started itself or revamped itself and got up on Facebook calling itself Clackamas Ratchets.
Do you know who the kids are?
We're going to find out. We're going to find out.
Don't understand is why people would like possibly take that much time out of their lives to just like screw up other people's lives. Like, and we've seen it before. There's lots of cyberbullying videos, and we witness it at school ourselves. But like, what do you get out of that? Like, taking the time to make a whole Facebook page just to bash on other people at your school. Like, you would be so much better off just like not doing anything and moving on with your lives. Even if it's true about those people, that doesn't affect your life whatsoever. Like, it doesn't affect your future, it doesn't affect your current situation, it affects theirs, whether it's true or not. I don't get it. It just really actually pisses me off. I don't understand.
How ironic that we are doing a production on cyberbullying in upper level and dealing with this exact issue. If you do not know, the incidence of kids at our high school level in this district has literally skyrocketed with kids trying to kill themselves over the past year. This is in direct response to a couple of things, but one of them that has been mentioned is the fact that there's a lot of bullying going on. But I will tell you one thing, when I went to Clackamas High School, as someone who was different than everyone else, chubby, didn't wear the clothes all the great kids got to wear, it hurt like heck.
I honestly thought it was like fake at first when I first saw it, because just judging with like my high school experience, I've never.
Everyone thinks they're protected by a screen.
Well, because with the advent of the internet, people have protection because of anonymity, so they think they can say whatever they want because there aren't going to be any repercussions. And some people have found ways to say whatever they want without people being able to track them down. But the thing to do with these kind of people, if you see these pages, just take pictures, get the evidence. Don't say anything to them because they're not going to listen. You can't reason with idiots.
I would like Aaron said, take screenshots and then report it to Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, whatever, immediately.
If you may not see it, you may not hear it in the hallways, you may not know that it goes on, but it does go on.
Yeah.
You just have to keep your eyes open. When I first saw the invite to the page, I thought it was a joke. I was like, what is this? Are people serious? And then I went to the page and I saw the harmful things that they were saying. And the one that they made about me, the phrase, "sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me," is completely false. Words can hurt you more than physical actions can sometimes.
We didn't like what we saw. There was a vicious page coming from our own school attacking our friends. And for many of us, this was the first time we truly encountered cyberbullying. So, we decided to do something about it.
Currently, we are looking at people's pages to see if they had anything to do with it.
Well, right now what I'm doing is kind of setting up a website called North Clackamas Against Bullying, so that we can have just another way to kind of get the word out that as North Clackamas School District students, we're standing against bullying. So this is kind of be a resource for people.
So what we've been doing is we've been trying to find the pages, shut them down, get the message out there, be like, this is not acceptable. You gotta create awareness, get the statistics, get them up on that page. I mean, in a matter of days, we were almost on triple digits already, so that's pretty awesome.
The amount of progress we made in just a couple days was staggering. But as we started talking to more and more people, we quickly realized there were others who'd suffered, and that these people needed their stories told too. Here's just a couple of these stories.
I have been bullied for my race, mostly when I was younger, like elementary school and part of middle school, but not as much as I've gotten further into high school.
When I was bullied, well, I went to a private school. I'm not saying every private school is like this, but growing up with two moms was hell for me because I was shunned by a lot of classmates.
And I was bullied for being the new kid, being overweight, being weird, quote unquote.
Right. In middle school, I'm still to this day fighting a disorder that makes me look different from everybody else. In 8th grade, one of my classmates found out, and she didn't know the story behind why I looked this way, and she started picking on me and told the whole entire class about it. And
I wouldn't say the 4th grade, because the 3rd grade I was new and no one really knew I had 2 moms until 4th grade. So I was shunned by teachers, students. I've only had 2 friends come out of 15 that I used to have.
I was cyberbullied a couple times. It wasn't anything too serious, just like some small minor comments like, you don't belong, you're the new kid, like, what are you here, why are you so weird, like, and people, like, popular kids being all like, hey, wanna hang out? And I'd be like, oh yeah, sure, why not? And then they'd be like, oh, just kidding, I'd hate to be seen with somebody so weird as you, or something like that.
people would like call me a freak and push my chair in so hard that it squished me. And
another story from when I was bullied would have to be probably 7th grade when we were watching the movie Roots. And after the movie was over, I was called Kunta Kinte, I was called the N-word a lot. I felt like people were really targeting me, and I just kind of felt, I guess, unsafe.
It made it hard to go to school. I couldn't even look people in the eye. They had no idea that they're hurting me this badly. They didn't even know why I looked that way or acted like that or anything.
Like, if you have a family member or somebody you can talk to them and just remain positive and just know that it will get better in life and you'll find where you belong for sure.
Voice it as soon as you realize that you start thinking these thoughts about worthlessness or anything. And I know everyone says you should voice it to a friend or something like that, but it really helps when you talk about it to your friends, and
people will just help you through it. I know I struggled with that, and if you tell teachers or your parents, they do care and they will try and help.
I'll pick up my guitar or play drums or really anything to just get my mind away from racial comments or slurs or anything that can just really calm me down.
Speaking out does make a difference. Just look at what happened for us.
A few days ago, we made our cyberbullying Facebook page. What's interesting to know is that it's just as easy to spread good things about people very fast as it is to spread bad. So I think that's a sudden realization I've had when I was part of this project.
So Sierra and quite a bit of the class have done a lot of research over the past couple days. I know that the actual school district that has gotten involved.
After we found out who the person was, we reported it to our teacher, Ms. Barnes, and she said that she is handling it.
And now that person who is connected with somebody at Clackamas High School has been suspended, and the legal department has been notified about the gentleman who is no longer in our district that was behind it. So yeah, we took care of it.
While there isn't a clear-cut solution to the cyberbullying epidemic, and while many individual cases of cyberbullying don't get immediately resolved, or sometimes not at all, there is still hope. When we come together, we have strength. When we come together, we have unity. And when we come together, we can put a stop to the cyberbullying epidemic, one case at a time.